Hello, everyone. Welcome to stream. Let me just. We're playing Ace Attorney again. You can tell by the title or the game that it says I'm playing. Um, and I'll recap what happened last time. What happened last time? We went to court. Um, we went to court. I mean, I don't know if anything was really proved or disproved, to be honest. Because the judge was just like, I had this 1% of doubt, and that's just enough to continue the investigation. So, really, I don't think we really proved or disproved anything, to be fully honest. all we proved is that the clown Mo guy, is that what his name is? Mo? Uh, that guy, the clown guy, he's not very he's like insane. We can't get a testify from him like a yeah. And then we also, I guess, figured out that there's a love triangle going on. It's kind of weird because I think it's a 31-year-old, a puppet, and a 16-year-old. So don't tell me the ethics on that. I am fully aware that's very iffy, to say the least. So yeah. Anyways, let's get into the game. Oh, wrong button. Sorry. Oops. Not ending stream that soon. Just started the stream. You know what, you guys? I'm ending it right now. Yep. Right now. Just gonna end it. Okay. December 29th, 3:03 p.m. Wright and Co. law offices. Nick? What is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep, magic tricks are all by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Pros did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see, it looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. Huh. First, she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was just incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? What? Whoa! How'd you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Sorry, I really like her theme. Okay, we should go to the circus entrance. Why not? December 29th, very big circus entrance. Circus. You hear that? It sounds like two people are arguing. All right, let's do it. Are you ready? Yes. Wait. Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. All right, let's go. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but Trilo, this isn't gonna work. Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're going to have to be on your own someday. Damn, he's so brutal all the time. Just calm down for a little bit. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you gonna do then? Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trilo. What are you doing here? Can you see we're on a secret crash training course? I'm sorry. Secret crash training? Whoa. That is true. It is like Ben's intrusive thoughts. It's like if the quiet kid would talk, kind of thing. that's the vibes I get off. Yes, Trilo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try his idea for a new routine. So we were trying to sing in a round for our new ventriloquism act. In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible. See, even they are surprised by the idea. I told you. They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Once you've got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice. You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. Ah, there it is. Now I've got this ring back. It's time to take one more shot at Regina. I know that you already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yes. Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben? Huh? Oh, yeah, that's right. But then we said hello and didn't even get a reply. Not to mention, he was draped in those gaudy symbols. Why would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those... What would you thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols? What do you think, Ben? What? Oh, I would have thought it was the Ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. I was hoping I could ask you about Regina. I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now. Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out in the tent? Ha! You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Huh? Wedding like this is part of being in love. How so? If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's... Why did I read that? Why did I read that aloud? That was so loud. Anyways, that's one of the best parts. Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya. She's so red, she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. So how is this new routine working out? Sorry, maybe I just cringe at things that have anything to do with love. I don't know. That was the cringiest thing ever. Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routines are secret. We're gonna take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution. That sounds incredible. But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we should. That jerk? Max Galactica. Performers should aim for the world. Who does he think he is? Trailer, you seem to be really fired up all about this. He needs to realize that isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right. Mark my words, I, Triloquist, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Row, your boat will be the key to a glorious victory. Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best? Hey, you've got to start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You've got to be a part of this too. Okay. Let's just, I don't think there's anything new to examine. Yeah. Let's just, go over here. The scene of the crime. December 29th, Lodging House Plaza. Oh, it's you two. What voice? Oh, it's you two. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Yeah, I figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laugh that much? Francisca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not gonna get to backbite a woman with a whip, no way. Why are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up. 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 Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak. Huh? How's that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. That's what happened. It seems like the killer passed right by this window, pal. Oh, I see. Who lives in that room behind the window up there? The acrobat's got his room up in the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. Don't get any ideas of going up into the acrobat's room, got it, pal? Francisca Von Karma. Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. I mean, I don't think there's anything here. I know, he always tells us what to not do, and then we always do the opposite, because he's telling us where the investigation's taking place. So it's like, oh, okay, it's like you're giving us hints without actually giving us hints, wink, wink. Definitely won't go up there, wink. I just feel, where is his theme? It seems like Von Karma has sucked every living thing out of him, because I haven't heard his theme like this whole investigation. I'm so sad. You don't realize how sad I am. December 29th, lodging house, first floor, Mo's room. Mo's not here. If he was here, you'd have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. Ah, 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 ah. What do you think he is laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he's just thinking up new jokes. He must really love his work. I mean, nothing seems really different here. Is that string always there? I guess the string must have always been there. I didn't realize that string was there. Okay, let's go to the circus entrance. Let's move to December 29th. Very big circus, big top. Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No. I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. December 29th, Big Top Cafeteria. Alright. Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria. Yikes. He's in an awfully good mood. Alright, you know what time it is. Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when they eat a Mexican pizza? Do I want to know the answer? Come on, you can answer this. It's really easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction? I don't know. Buzz! Wrong! Try again. Okay, what do you think, girly? I got it. Okay, what is your answer? Because they're... Why did I give her? Because they are in the cafe's teary-eye. Exactly! It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. Ha 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 ha! I did it! What's going on? He's being too nice. It has been really crazy day, right? You're telling me I don't think it was going to be so tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd. This morning I had to smash watermelons. I told them I was all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke. Exactly. How can you not laugh at some comedy like that? Do not mean to press that. Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw. I swear, that creep just flew through the air? It wasn't exactly flying per se. It was more like floating. Silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a psych block. He must be telling the truth. I don't think there's anything more here. It's not like it's a new area. Let's move to the Ringmaster's room, I guess. December 29th, Big Top, Ringmaster's room. Max and the Ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been when the ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why did he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? I mean, it was snowing outside, Maya, if you recall. So yeah, it was that cold. Go to the detention center. I forgot to go there. December 29th, detention center, visitors room. Oh, my sweeties. You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed, I can't read, famed magician, I can read, I swear, since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactical, The Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. The night of the crime. You didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here's how everything went down, sweetie. The time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I could do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says, it wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous, a great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? I'll be back. I realized before starting stream, I forgot to fill up my water. Okay, I am back. But I've won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears. Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told the story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. We're sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I'm really sick of telling the story. But what can you do, Maximilian Galactica? I suppose I could tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this. Just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just a look at the fabulous stage. That is the first stage that I ever flew on, and I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself I would die right then, and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night, the emotions, the acclaim. Wow! By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey, Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? Okay, let's go. Let's present the picture to everyone. Would you mind taking a look at this? Never mind. It was wrong. Maybe if I show the clown, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too? Huh? You've seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Oh yeah. He didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in this picture, I think. It'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust? Wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Phoenix, that sounded pretty gay. Sounded pretty gay. You know, it's fine. Max bust should be on that small table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. What was it? I'd say about 5 days ago, all of a sudden. Yeah. He misses his boyfriend, I'm sure. I mean, think about it. Think about how many times it's already been brought up. Like, every case has been brought up at least once. About Edgeworth being missing. He cannot stop thinking about it. And I don't blame him, because if somebody was missing somebody that's special to them, like, of course you think about that all the time. The bus disappeared. It disappeared? If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. I just had to put the picture up. Hey, this thing's really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Aww. Is there anything else that changed about this place? Nope, nothing changed that I could see. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this or if he's setting up a bad joke. Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. Quiet Mo's a good Mo in my book. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there is this one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us! Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Piece of paper? It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title. Yikes! It says, "To the murderer." Murderer? Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off. I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? Nick, I think we better follow up on this important lead. Yeah, where? How? Do you know anything about this? Okay, clearly no. How about the bust? Nope. I don't know where to go. Well, I had to do something with this guy, I assume. Right? There's nothing in the... Right, let me double check. I forgot to check the ringmaster's room again. Okay, yeah, no. Okay. I don't know if I could really... I go back over here? You know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company. It was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Uh-huh. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Okay. Wait, there's no other... Yeah, okay, let's move to the circus. Let's move to the big top. Let's move to the ringmaster's room. Let's examine. Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I've got a feeling I know what that is. I bet it's the other half of that note that Mo gave us. Let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it! It fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Huh? Tonight at 10 p.m.? That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster. That's weird. To the murderer. Did another murder occur? That's very odd. To address it to the murder before a murder even happened. Can I present this to you now? Do you mind taking a look at this? Okay, nope. Never gonna get anything out of these people. Why do I even try? Let's move back into the big top and move to the cafeteria. December 29th, big top cafeteria. What? Mo's gone. There's a message on the bulletin board. I'm hungry, so I'm off to get some hamburgers. Love, Mo. Hamburger. Just thinking about it is making me hungry. All of a sudden, I need a burger bad. All of a sudden, I need a new partner bad. Oh, God. Oh. Oof. December 20. Okay. Hey, Detective Gumshoe! I'm sure you did a good job as usual. Well, I'm done with the investigation of the acrobat, finally. With Miss Von Karma. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep. Nick, what is that? That beeping sound. It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not far behind. Some sort of pager or something? Don't mind, pal. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here quick. See ya, pal. I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. I've never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind is biting at... Ow! It's biting as lashes from a whip. But Von Karma. She really did appear. It was a real battle today. Actually, I don't know what voice. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dreams finally come true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news? Ah ha ha, national news. You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a little smidge. Miss Von Karma, it appears you got your hands onto something big, huh? Ha, I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? A conclusive witness? You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting it in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah. I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. Maybe physically, to be honest, because why do you whip me so much? Everyone around you. Can't worry about her. I've got to try and find out more information myself. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I have to see him again one more time. Him? I'm sure you know to whom I referred. Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth. Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma? Exactly right. It's my papa. That means that Edgeworth was... right again. Miles, like a little brother to me, even though he is older than me in age. Huh? Little brother, but Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. Traumatic flashbacks. And the sad music too. I'm so depressed without this man. I cannot think straight anymore. Literally. How could he have done this to me? The man who inspired me to become an attorney. Look at his handsome face. I could just imagine it right now. I fought against him in a few cases, finally being able to see him again. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he's gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Nick, what does she mean? Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case, and then with the case after that one, he never set foot into court again. And then one day he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive. I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name Von Karma. I'm gonna find him. And then I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth. Maya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? Nick? Miss Von Karma? What? I don't know if you're God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've already had about enough of you. Him too. What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country's ever seen. Nick? Let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Oh. It almost looks like a cockatiel. December 29th, lodging room, 3rd floor, Agro's room. Some drama we just witnessed right now. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingley. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro? How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of this circus as well? That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope or the flying trapeze? Is that how you say that? Trapeze? The flying trapeze. I don't know. Okay. But nowadays, all I perform in is my wheelchair. Damn, that sucks. Broke his legs, I guess? Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents fared miserably at business. Then one night, they decided to run away from it all, without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me, he was truly a lifesaver. It seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. It's such a shame. I don't know why I said in such a high-pitched voice. Such a shame. Sometimes I think he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina. Regina's so cute. She's truly a princess. Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing? I do detect a hint of grudge against Regina. I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair? The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. And you can't walk now? I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. That's awful. The accident happened during an acrobatics session, right? Clearly no. Cyclops. It doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago? What in the world went on at the circus then? I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. Ah, you went there for rehabilitation? What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got a call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. Huh? I just couldn't believe it when I saw what I read. When I saw what I saw. What you saw? Jeez, that sounds really ominous. What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see. The scene of the crime was right below your window. That's when I looked out the window. What did you see? He was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica. What? That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive it was Max you saw flying? I'm absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind. Nick? So I need to figure out about the wheelchair, but how do I figure out about that? I don't know if I have evidence for that. Ew, it's a huge pile of trash. One man's trash is another monkey's treasure. I guess you're right. Look, they're all shiny things. He's even got a motorcycle exhaust. What do they call this thing? Oh, a tuba, right? Of course it's a tuba, silly. You didn't know that? Hey, it's a picture of Regina. Well, she is a shining beauty. No objections here. Hey, the net's ripped. Money must be prone to breaking things. He's hardcore. The net looks fine to me. You really think that he plays basketball? I think so. Monkey lives life above the rim, you know. You're joking, right? You think the monkey has got proverbial game? Of course! That monkey doesn't fake the funk on this nasty dong. Well, a prehensile tail might be an unfair advantage. I have no idea what that conversation was. Hehe, it's a monkey calendar. That girl must really like monkeys. You can see the big top from the window here. There's no snow on top of the big top. Kinda weird, don't you think? The inside of the tent is warm, so any snow that lands on top probably melts. I guess you're right. The snow probably just slides right off. Bunny must use this to swing around on. Go ahead, Nick. I know you want to ride on it, too. Maybe later. Oh, yeah. Something on the floor. He's got a barbell. Look around. Everything he's got is for upper body training. Wait a second. These are the same machines I see on TV all the time. Yeah, the bunch of, like, marks on the floor is not clues, I guess. Hey, Nick! What? I don't have this one. This barbell here is a new model. Don't overdo it, Maya. You don't want to end up a muscle woman. What if she does want to end up a muscle woman? What's wrong with that? Even though it doesn't look like she's buff at all, so maybe Phoenix is right. She doesn't want to hurt herself. This bed is incredibly well made. It's almost like a maid made it up. Even the laundry on top of the bed is folded perfectly. Nick, there's nothing unusual about that at all. It's how things are supposed to be. Can a man respect another man for doing something said man cannot do? Okay. We're all about the boys here. We're all about the boys. The boys. All about them. I don't know if I can really... I don't know. I'm just gonna move for now. December 29th, very big circus big top. Grrr. I've got a bad feeling about this. Well, of course Phoenix is touchy without his boyfriend. Can't function. Can't function without him. Everything's a touchy feeling. Grrr. Grrr. Ah! Nick! Wonderful. Today's special must be Filet o Phoenix. Stay here. Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry, I guess I made a mistake. But, mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. But I was expecting more a monkey than a human. A monkey? It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. Yeah, I am doing this voice for her. He was! I love my dad so much! I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem at all broken up about her father. She's honestly the most suspicious one out of all of them here. That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad, and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. A star? That means my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's kind of sweet. I guess Edgeworth is somewhat of a star himself. I need to stop thinking about it. But I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I'd believe that? Do you think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course! You really think so? Yeah, you will, I think. I've got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky. I wonder if everything's alright with Regina. Just to go back up and clear something up, why'd you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you? It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of sprangles. What's a sprangle? It's really beautiful. You should see it. We should? When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney. Huh? You saw that monkey. You'd give my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. Leave it all up to us. Guess there's no turning down that request. Literally, there's no option to turn it down. Yeah, you're really gonna do it? You present something. You know anything about this? Regina, have you ever seen this before? I know what this is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket. I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realized this piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket. And then what? I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did! I stuck it out there! How'd you know? So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen? The morning of the murder, I think. That explains a lot. No, she's clearly not. I mean, think about it this way, Mizuki. If you're 16 years old and you've only been raised in a circus, what knowledge are you really gonna have on anything, really? Like, it's not like she's ever been to school or had any sort of education besides, I guess, learning how to tame animals. So, like, how can she really... I don't even know if she even knows how to read, to be honest. I wonder who wrote this. let's see.
There's no denying it, Max is cool. I want to try flying someday with Max.
She's already flown off into her own little world. Nick, I want to try flying too. Okay, I'll think about it.
Ah, it's Acro. Is he in his room today?
Yes, he is. We just came back from meeting with him.
I hope his legs get better soon. Acro's so incredible, especially on the trapeze.
The trapeze is that enormous swing hanging from the top of the tent, right?
Yep, that's it. I really want to see him up there again. Acro the acrobat.
That's strange. Acro doesn't seem to have very many nice things to say about Regina. But Regina seems to like Acro just fine. December 29th, Big Top Cafeteria.
Something smells fantastic.
So we know it can't be Mo.
Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers.
Hello. Welcome to the Bistro di Cirque, aka the cafeteria. It smells so good in here. And those burgers look great. She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster.
Our burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They're absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven.
I bet. I could tell by the smell. Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power. Now that the ringmaster is gone, what are you going to do?
That's all I've thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Acro's story, haven't you?
Like how he was adopted when he was younger?
He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he said that he couldn't go on.
He was that upset?
Yes, he was. Anyways, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes.
What? Really?
Max would still be an issue, though.
Max?
He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right.
Mo?
All that's left to see is if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know.
The tragedy, you know? What is he talking about? Get over what tragedy, Mo?
Huh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing at all.
You must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right?
Yes, that's it. You're right, girly. Dang, correctamundo.
Doesn't he mean ding? Mo, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us?
Huh? No, not at all. What makes you think that?
Just the way you said, if everyone can get over the tragedy, it seems a bit strange. It sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago.
Geek.
Mo, I'm right, aren't I? No! Not more! Not more! Why? I'm turning southern because of how pissed off I am. So now we're getting closer to the truth.
It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. I wear a big pants for a reason.
6 months ago. Huh. Okay. I'm gonna try talking to this. We'll see what happens. Get over it. Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at the circus?
Okay, there's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers. Let's eat some instead.
Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident. This one happened to be the cause of the accident, would it? What do you mean the cause? I need a cause of the accident? How am I supposed to figure this out? I literally know nothing about it. Nobody's talking about it. Do I need to talk to the other man first? I don't think I have enough evidence yet. Okay, let's move. Big top. Oh. This is strange. Everything else looks nice, but the decks look old and cheap. There's a really big photo. Okay. I have checked. Maybe I just need to check again. Is there anything else? Not really. Do these people know anything about this? Nope. How about this guy? No. Why would they ever? Do I need... Yeah, I already have that, no. Oh, I didn't present it to him, did I? Okay, let's present this. Yeah, I got the other half. I have the whole thing.
Let's see here. To the murderer. That's far from polite. Where'd you find the rest of this note anyway?
Maybe it'd be best if I didn't tell Mo where we found it. Don't worry about it, Mo.
I didn't need to worry about it. You should have shown it to me.
Okay. He's angry at me. Okay. No way, could that be the thing? Anyways, let me move to... What was... Let's see, big top? No. Lodging house. Move. Acro's room. Wheelchair. Okay, I want to see what that leads me to. I probably won't do anything, but let's see. What do I need for this? It's the other thing. I need evidence of what caused it. And this about the wheelchair. I do have the small seasoning bottle. I had to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry. I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes, unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were a real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? No, I don't have evidence for that. Okay. What does the seasoning bottle have to do with anything? Oh, this is the small seasoning bottle. Oh, you're supposed to show it to Regina. Okay, that's interesting. Let me present that.
That's Pepper, isn't it? From the cafeteria?
Huh? It's from the cafeteria.
It's not. I remember seeing it there.
So this was the cafeteria's Pepper.
You know, I'm not a big fan of Pepper.
But that didn't seem to help, like, at all. Besides that belongs into the cafeteria. Here, I want to try something. You know, I know I'll lose a heart doing it, but I want to see something really quick. Let's see. What happened to be the cause of the accident? The pepper. What about this?
Looks tasty.
Wait, that's not his voice. Looks tasty. What?
You know, the burgers.
Looks like I shot a blank on that attempt. Okay, definitely know that. Let's see. Is that the note? Gina says that she's seen the note news in her pocket. And since she isn't a murderer, she thought it was meant for somebody else, so she posted in the bulletin board. The note will be updated in court record. Present the small seasoning bottle. Says she's seen it. Not a fan of Pepper. Time to look for the stage costume. Oh. Didn't look for the stage costume. Forgot I'm supposed to look for that. To be honest. Let's go to Mo's room. Mo's room. Mo's room. Mo's not here. What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick! You're scaring me! Nick, it's the money! That monkey's holding something. That's it! That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? Alright, time to take this on this monkey attorney style. Stay, monkey, stay. Ooh. Hey, it's working. It sounded like he was confused at the end of that. Ooh. Stay. Ah! Yikes! What? Ah! I knew that acting like Regina would do the trick. Nick, you. I swiped it while Money was distracted. Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it. Huh? You can see it just fine from where you are. You know what I mean? I really want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe then I'll take you in at the circus and I can get some peace and quiet. What's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all. Oh well, I guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Not to mention, it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. That was so mean. But since Maya is a friend, maybe it's not that bad. It's kind of funny though. It's kind of funny, but not that fun. Not that fun. Here you go, Regina.
Yay, thank you. You really got it back for me.
Don't mention it.
I love you, Mr. Attorney.
It's nothing. No wonder guys melt to mush in front of this girl. Hey, Regina. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me.
Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's.
Leon's? You know, the lion she told us about. Wait a few seconds. Wait. Did she mention something about her dad killing the lion? So, maybe the note was for the ringmaster. Regina killed her father. I think that's what I'm getting to at. Regina killed her father in revenge of this thing that was murdered. I think it was an animal. I don't remember what it was. Oh, the one that someone killed. I think that's what I'm getting to here. I don't know how he was killed, but he was. Leon, he was killed, wasn't he?
That's right. My dad killed him.
Why?
Well, Leon did something really bad during practice.
He bit off the one guy's leg. So then Dad got mad and killed the lion because the lion doesn't deserve life after debilitating a person, I guess. That's what I'm getting to. During practice?
Leon was sitting down and then he opened his mouth and ah!
Uh-huh.
Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth.
Wait, you put your head into a lion's mouth?
I sure did. People in the crowd love seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming.
You sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that? Anyways, what was the bad thing?
Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice.
Regina, everything was alright though, right?
No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry.
And that's when Leon...
Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky.
Poor thing. Okay. They must have enough evidence for something. What? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I talked to Mo or talked to guy who got his legs bit. I don't know which one to talk to first. Cause I think I have the evidence. Go back to Mo? Okay, I can do that. I'm guessing now I have to unlock his stuff, right? Probably. Unless I just present to him the lion.
You wouldn't know it, but I was responsible for naming all the animals at the circus.
You named Money the monkey and Regina's tiger?
Guilty as charged. But Leon got his name from the ringmaster.
Really?
He always said, keep names simple and easy to associate.
Nick's name is easy to associate, right? Right?
I told Russell, if that's what you think, then call him Lion the Lion. It's a great name, don't you think? Imagine if he could talk. I'm Lion. Ah ha ha ha.
Lion.
But that's when Russell said, don't lie to yourself. That name is awful.
Sad. Okay, let me think. Okay, yeah, I think I have enough evidence. Let's try this again. I think I present the lion first. I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during practice, right?
How do you... Told them so many times. Shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts.
Like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right?
Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her.
Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo, don't clam up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head?
Well, promised I wouldn't say anything.
You promised?
He's involved in this too.
He's involved? Huh. Mo must be talking about... Oh, is this the person that you promised you wouldn't say anything? Must have been Acro, right?
How'd you know?
Don't worry about that, Mo. I am very sneaky. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster.
No way.
I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know.
I'm sorry, Acro.
Oh, Good.
It's just like you said, the accident.
Did someone die?
No, but it would have probably been better if he had.
What? How would that been better?
Still alive. When he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in.
Coma?
All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. That's all he's ever gonna be able to do.
I see. How is he related to Acro?
He's his brother.
Huh?
The person who got bit was Acro's brother.
But brother?
They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat.
Oh my god. Acrobat. Okay.
Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyway, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime.
Can't handle this. The names sometimes. Oh, so don't you find it suspicious? 2 cases in a row. Innie, Minnie, Miney, Mo. Are they related? Somehow? Possibly. Maybe. Who is this who's Acro's younger brother?
Sean Dingling.
Oh, I hate the name Sean. Can't stand it. Especially the way that one's spelled. Hate it. Hate the name. Hate the name. Hate it.
But everyone always called him Bat. Fell in love with Regina, trying to win her love was his downfall.
Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina.
6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon."
Why'd he do that?
I don't know. That's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling.
He? You mean Leon?
Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling.
I didn't know a lion could smile.
Some sick grin.
No way, that's impossible. A smirking lion, a flying murderer. Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all of these incredible events? Nick, can lions smile?
We never told the police about the incident. Circus would have been shut down if we had. Next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle.
Well, it's either lion or... Well, no. No, I think it's a lion. That's why I was saying, like, Lion the Lion. I think. So... So that's what really happened.
Well, you guys are so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. Shake it, shake it, shake it.
There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self.
Chew! Achoo! Nice, what a wonderful sneeze.
A sneeze. A sneeze. I feel like Phoenix now. Overanalyzing everything. A sneeze. What could it mean? Did the tiger sneeze? And that's why he bit down on the person that has a coma now. Thank you for the hydrate. I need it. Huh? You think so? And that's why the pepper was in the box. To hide the evidence of somebody using the pepper on the lion to make him sneeze to kill the brother. To get rid of the competition. And you want to know who it all was? It was the puppet. The puppet murdered the kid. He looked like a kid. I don't know. Is he a kid? Oh, 22. It's 22. Killed Sean. Hate that name. Hate that name. Killed Sean. See, I'm calling it right now. That's what happened. It's killing his competition. And the reason the puppet did it again is because he wanted to blame he wanted to blame the guy for he wanted to blame he wanted to blame our defendant, Max. Wanted to blame Max for the murder to put him in prison, so then the only person left would be the puppet. So he could marry Regina. Because Regina is, you have to wait for the love, or whatever the heck he said. Something weird like that. Sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel. That's basic clownman shit. Girlie, I know you gotta understand that. Nick, I think I'd make a good clown. Maya, are you sure you're not already a clown? Nick! Should be so mean to her, but it's funny. Other than Regina, I've never actually seen a cuter sneezer. What, a cute sneezer? What does that mean? Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? She does, but I would always tease her with the pepper. But Matt? From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together. They looked perfect together, huh? Being 6 years apart, one being a child and one being an adult? That's quite interesting. Nobody's gonna bring up this issue. Nobody. You only bring it up when it's an old man in court called the judge. He could have caused his own accident. What do you think about this person? Sorry. I've already given my heart to another man. So I'm not interested in enrolling in your dating service. Huh? I just wanted to know if you knew this person. The heck is she on about? Okay. Let's talk to that one guy again. I might have the evidence, maybe. We'll see. Ah, Mr. Wright. Back again, I see. Well, he did say I'll be back. Wait, Or was that someone else? We're back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows that we know. Well, it seems you've got things you want to talk about, so fire away. Wait, no. Not. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to present. The thing. Present this. There we go. I had to ask you, how are you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes, unfortunately acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep a secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? Do I present the lion? Leon. 6 months ago, you were attacked by a lion. That's when you were injured. I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be used. Some of you rephrase that as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. Bat. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. Mo, he must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. Suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. A slip on of the tongue? Cut down together. Was where he slipped. And that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident together. Like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Acro's last psych lock. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you are still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you didn't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. Regina. You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she is cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you? Twice. Ha ha ha. It wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Oh, maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe you'll... There's proof that you had it out for Regina all along. The pepper? The note? No way, could it be the note? The note. Where'd you get it? Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. I did it. I'm so good at this game. I'm so good at this game. My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina. A dare? An absurd dare. If I could put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date. That's insane. Didn't he know how dangerous that is? We all thought he was being stupid too. But that lion was very old to begin with. And age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened. You just wanted to take her out to the movies. Poor Bat. When Leon chomped down, I jumped towards him. Then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up. What about Bat? He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him. I see. I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going. It's so depressing. Bat and Regina. They were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. Gross, it's covered in blood. And it stinks really bad. You kept this for 6 months? Yes, I did. This scarf. It was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. Like if he was going to sneeze. Leon, obviously. Oh. When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. Nick! I know, most said the same thing. What do you think it all means? I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Miss Von Karma, I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I've serviced a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro will need more at the We'll talk more at the prosecutor's office. Acro, a witness? Come, Acro, let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am. seemed really happy to go. Now what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. Look at you, all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use. This is all beginning to come together now. If only we could get the scarf tested for Pepper and the scarf. See if the pepper on the scarf could have made the lion sneeze, and Regina killed the brother, and in revenge he tried to kill the dad, but it didn't work out. Maybe the actual plot, or maybe he didn't mean to kill the ringmaster. He wanted to kill Regina, but Regina wasn't there, so he didn't kill Regina. He killed the ringmaster when he meant to kill Regina, but since Regina's stupid, she didn't know the note was for her. You know, it was in her pocket. She found it in her pocket. That's my theory now. It's 10. It's 10. It's 10. I'm playing more. Would regret it. But I'm playing more. December 30th, 9:41 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 5. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Tee-hee. Don't forget. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina! How fabulous, my sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today? Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that? So what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end? It's not that kind of show, isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today, I'm going to be a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different. Don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to ya. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? Mo? Top of the morning to ya, Governor. Top of the morning. That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. Early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain functions. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Oh my, thanks. Is he lactose intolerant or something? I'm scared. What are they planning? So how are you today, right? Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm gonna face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. He's used to putting up his life on
He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. He's got guts to spare.
If all I've got to worry about is how thin tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. What are you gonna do then, Nick? I guess today we'll have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today we'll rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth. You're right, but it's going to be tough. We still have the... No, we don't. She took it. Took the stupid rag scarf thing, because prosecutors hate me, besides Edgeworth. Or maybe Edgeworth does hate me, because he freaking died. Anyway, I want to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. You want us to make sure Regina watches? Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know when people die, they don't just become stars. I'm starting to think, even though usually Mo's pretty crazy, I'm starting to think he's the most down-to-earth person in the circus. To be fully honest. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. December 30th, 10 a.m., District Courtroom number 2. We're in court again. We're always in court. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case. I can definitely speak. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory on events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Order. I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation with the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detectives stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders. Poor Gumshoe. Very well. Please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work, or shall I say time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Name and occupation. Ken Dingley, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Very Big Circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see that the witness's room is near the crime. Oh, that's Von Karma. That's Von Karma. Haha. Wrong person. If you look at the map, you'll see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Will you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there's very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the night sky that night. Hold it! Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, they're definitely in Max's outfit to frame him. Obviously. And yes, Max admitted that he only uses strings to fly, so obviously somebody's pulling the literal strings of this murder scene. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Why do you have to bring him up? Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Okay. What the heck can I bring evidence for this? Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is possible. You would have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix Wright. Testify to the truth and only the truth, just as if you were there with you. Just as if we were with you that night. I believe it was a human. Damn, I just strengthened his testimony. I wonder if Acker's statement jives with the facts. Well, since he's seen it from the back, he couldn't see the front. So he couldn't be for sure it was... Fudge. If I click that and I'm wrong, I'm gonna get a big penalty. Sure, why not? There is a huge contradiction with the testimony that is just given. Objection! If there is a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? I don't know. He didn't really say that much. This... What in the world is this? Ow! You just don't get it, do you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What don't I get? You're not going to be able to get through this one with your usual bluff routine. Our client looks to be ready to take off once again. Straight towards a guilty verdict. You were bluffing? I will not forgive any more mockeries made of this court. Oops. Witness, would you mind repeating your testimony? Certainly. Whoops. That makes sense. The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you're still able to clearly see a human fly by your window. The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was not enough light for me to see There was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. There was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with his latest bit of testimony. There is a contradiction, actually. There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that I was just given. And this time I actually have proof. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. You have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? Yes, this hat. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state I am in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame because you would have noticed that the silk hat found on the scene. I don't know why I cannot read that. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has two silk hats? No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. Why didn't you just say lying? Order. Objection! As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up. What about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? Should I really just go, Acro's the real culprit? Oh, it's not like he would be... But he doesn't seem to have a grudge against Max. Okay, let's just go with it. I mean, that's the only one it could be. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion... Accuse Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. Ha ha ha, I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by the theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. He is staying rather calm and collected. And there's a bird picking my head. This hurts. Ow, stop picking the one pimple on my face. Please. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defendant's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, yet alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder is of all things. See, even a silver of a common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. Read? Speak? I swear. She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. Yeah. Phoenix is a poopy head. Say that to Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, then that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Did he? I don't think he did. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. What? You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Think about it. He has the upper body strength to be able to just fly in the air if he had like a line going from down there to up there. He could do it, I think. Order. What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm gonna have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, then let's do it. Mr. Phoenix Wright. If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingley? Well, obviously he was down here. There's no way he was anywhere but exactly right here. In the plaza? At the scene of the crime itself? You're right, though. The murderer would have had to have met the victim. Objection! Ow! Miss Von Karma, stop it! You will be quiet to refrain from striking people. The witness could have possibly left the lodging house on his own. Could not have left. The witness could not have possibly left the lodging house on his own. Not to mention what Mr. Phoenix Wright just said. There was no accomplice, remember? Yeah, you're right. You think I could get another chance? Wait just 1 minute. Don't forget about my proverbial whip as well. Arrgh. Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, where exactly was... Wait, oh. Yeah. He was obviously here the whole time. That's Acro's room. Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling? It's an interesting theory. That's it? Considering that you proposed is impossible. Yes, that's it. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. You've got a point. Seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of his legal buffet. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here... She's right, I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster. And he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about it. Nine as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright. I guess I have to present evidence. What else am I supposed to do? I'm going to present some evidence. So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of murder against Russell Berry? What's that? A picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust? It's quite a large bust, and because it is life-size, it's also very, very heavy. Heavy. Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. See, this is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust. It has such a big chest, I can't even believe it. Order. If you're saying the bust fell onto the ring... So you're saying the bust fell onto the ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. Objection! How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Objection! Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like that. Mr. Dingley, how do you respond to these charges? Well, Ecker's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro, you can't. Ow! I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. But what? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? Von Karma. She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time. Objection! There is absolutely no need for such testimony. Objection! The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't he see things from my way once in a while? Mr. Dingley, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. That woman will sink to any low to win a case. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? I have no doubts in the regards to this witness's testimony. It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to an even more severe injury. That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. Why do you say it'd be impossible? Give me a present. Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bust, I wouldn't see out below the window. Thus, there's no way that I could know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point. Hey, Nick. Huh. What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust. That does make sense. Do I have something in the court record that... If only I could prove somehow. The actor knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. How would you prove that? I think I've already explained things sufficiently. do I have in my evidence? I think this is... five or six. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, so I was on the right one. Okay. I'm gonna present the crime scene photo. I didn't mean to do that. Objection! Acro. You didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. Objection! Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling about your show. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting. Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim found hunched over? The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bus came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean... If the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there'd be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. No. Order. This is unbelievable. Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going. And there's only one way to go from here. Forward. So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene? It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow! Allow me to whip some sense into you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Ow! The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box is so specially made. Specially made. Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. It's the contents of the box? Because who would put pepper in the box? Had to be the box. Wait. The box had a remarkable weight. According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. Just to lift up this wooden box would have required
Oh, I see. One would have to squat down and lift up with their body, wouldn't you say?
That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large.
The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it?
That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means, no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Fool! Does he even bother to listen to me anymore?
I've heard what you've had to say. I must admit I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza?
Mr. Wright, may I have a vivid imagination?
Oh wait, Mr. Wright, I may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing.
But what?
Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust?
Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria.
Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself.
That means... You understand what I mean, don't you?
I may very well have been able to drop the bust from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bust from the cafeteria to my room?
You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright explained that. Don't forget, as you said, there was no accomplice. Arg. Tell us exactly how the witness could have carried the bust from the cafeteria. Yep, definitely have a problem here. This is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happened once and for all.
All right, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bust from the cafeteria back to his room?
Acro? No, really? You think the monkey can lift that? I mean, it lifted a trombone. Probably.
A monkey?
Everyone knows money. He loves shiny things of any size.
Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist ring.
So, you're saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own, and then brought it back home.
Oh.
Money lives in Acro's room.
Acro's room?
Objection! But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Objection! Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record.
My, those are some very nice cards he's holding.
Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny. Gag! Acro. Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bust back to your room.
If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Order, I said order, Miss Von Karma. Where's the bust in the question at this moment?
I don't know. We were searching for it as we speak.
This is a rather strange turn of events. Let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then?
Well, in that event,
Something else would have been used to murder as the murder weapon.
Wait. Then you mean this bust was the murder weapon purely by accident?
It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer.
Moron!
Mr. Wright's argument was so circular. I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that.
Ow! Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney.
Fraud?
You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
And what is that?
You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. There's no reason to doubt the clown's testimony.
That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright?
Nick, don't let her beat you now.
I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around.
When the murder occurred, there were 2 people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Who was the murderer the clown saw?
He saw Max's... ow! I asked who was the other person Mo saw on the scene. Evidence has nothing to do with that question. Objection!
It does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How was that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust.
Objection! What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak.
Objection! There was no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust.
It would be easy to hang one off of the cards in the bust hands. Idiots who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust.
It doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Wait just a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is the utmost importance to this case, don't you agree?
He caught me.
So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust?
Wouldn't it be the guy on the stand? Ken? Dingling? Barry? Barry? I guess Barry. Fool! Him?
You are saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry?
That's what I'm saying. The victim himself placed the cloak on the bust.
Place the cloak isn't really the right way. I don't know why why is my voice? Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Mr. Wright. I don't know why.
Explain yourself. Nick, do you really have the handle on all this?
I'm fine, Maya. I'm really putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright. So you want to know what really happened that night. Let's step back in time.
Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached the rope to the bust and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene, of course. At the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trilo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. Then, when Acro took his chance and released the rope, now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bust hit the victim, you wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this can't be true, it can't. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. The circus isn't over yet. What? The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused the sound of a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Moe Curls, the clown. When Moe looked out his window, the cloak had already been snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Moe saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out his window. So he just kept pulling the bust up. And that's how the magical murder disappearing into the sky came to be. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could only have been you. How is he so calm still? Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now. So, what now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter. The power of the evidence and the power of my whip. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. There's still something unusual about Moe's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay then, use that and get out of this jam. That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to the magic case. Oh yeah, probably. The problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, and the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions. You fool, do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat Mo saw was actually the bust. Makes sense if you look at it that way. When he did see the silk hat, well, sort of. Objection, fine, you got one, but what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. Probably because he's wearing the cloak backwards, so I can't see it. The clown said there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one already. Can you do it, Nick? Of course, I can explain all of it. What was that? Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. Order! Order! This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. This witness feels an incredible depth of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there's absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. But what do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. Acro's motive. Well, maybe he didn't have a motive for killing the ringmaster, but maybe he had a motive for killing someone else. It seems that this case isn't over yet.
Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I'll listen to the rest of the Mr. Dingling's testimony after the recess. This court is now take a 10-minute recess.
To be continued. To be continued. December 30th, 2:17 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 5. I can't believe it, Acro. It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and to think that he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeeves, am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did. Psst, psst, cough. But I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know. But you're not, which is kind of the reason why...
Hey, pal. Hey, pal. Gonna ignore me after I went all this trouble to bring you some evidence?
Ah, Detective Gumshoe.
Ah, forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyway.
Now, Detective, I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? We've got some really tasty milk.
How about a card trick, Detective? Ho, ho, ho. Well, if you insist.
Now, about that evidence you mentioned, what is it?
Here you go.
Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room.
Yep, and I've included the forensics results. Take a look at it later.
I want to look at it now.
Pepper! Pepper! Oh, what did I say? What did I say? Pepper! Oh. Regina killed his brother.
With pepper. Bro, what? Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this?
That's why this is all a secret.
Huh?
Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan.
I don't know. Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now.
You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion.
Oh, maybe it was an accident. And then the brother took it too far. The older brother took it too far. Yeah, probably. Final plans?
That reminds me. I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here.
What did he mean by that? The very end part. I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me.
Oh, one more thing.
Ah, don't scare me like that.
Looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant.
What? For me?
It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. Or the reception area... Dairy. Brother in coma didn't realize he wanted to press Regina approving. Yeah, probably. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils.
An
entire dairy's worth of milk for me? What is with the milk? I'm scared. December 30th, 2:27 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with the Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Dingley. Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony.
Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of Very Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. You're such a thoughtful young man.
As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think Acro could kill the man that he held in such esteem.
You're absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there?
Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? Dude, we know why Acro killed the ringmaster. He didn't mean to kill the ringmaster. He meant to kill Regina. Obviously. He killed the ringmaster on accident. This might be my last chance to answer that question. Is there really a point to cross-examining? I mean, I guess I have to continue this, otherwise they'll have the verdict. But then what am I... Okay, no need to question him now? Okay. Because I was like, I don't know what the heck I would question him. There's no need to cross-examine this witness.
Well, what's that?
Why was the ringmaster murdered? There's no need to delve into that bit of testimony when I know the answer already.
Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead?
I can't provide one. Because he didn't want the ringmaster dead. He wanted Regina dead. Right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Nick? Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven.
What?
That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow! Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolish, foolhardily foolish. You forget you made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, this is the real killer of Russell Berry Ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right.
The end of things?
Acro. You didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you just say? I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. What?
Order, order. Bailiff, I do not care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must. Mr. Wright, What in the world are you trying to do to my court? Oh.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else? The letter, I think. It has to be. It's the letter.
Am I right? Is it the letter? Should I just do it? Just that's 3 whole points off. I don't want to do it if I don't know. Oh, Regina's profile? That makes more sense. Back, no.
I guess I present the letter probably next. Regina Berry. You know what? Funny story. I actually met someone like real life that had the last name Berry. And I didn't know that was a real last name. I almost laughed. I didn't. But
this young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct?
Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? Objection! You don't need to answer this. It's a mean-spirited leading question. Objection! You could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to do is say it. All he has to say is, you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Enough. Mr. Wright, allow me to...
Ow! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself.
Huh?
And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence now. I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry.
Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl.
Acro, you remember this, don't you?
That's...
It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat.
Inside the victim's tailcoat?
Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m.
So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note?
Yes, but there's just one little problem. Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry.
Order! Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours.
It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note. That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina.
That's incredible.
And all of this would make sense because he can't see. He can't see below him. Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. Yeah, he assumed it was going to be Regina, but it wasn't Regina. It was a little shocking.
I've got it. I've got it. Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza.
And that's when he let the bust fly. Hey, Nick? Isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience? She is, unfortunately. It's only going to get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle it.
Acro wrote this note to Regina.
Objection! Foolishly foolish fool! With the foolishly foolish fool! And you're so foolish, you even made me sound like a foolhardy fool! Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, if you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place.
Yes, and what about that line?
Well, if the note was meant for Regina Barry, it would mean that this note is declaring that Regina Barry is a murderer.
You just don't get it, do you?
What? What did you just say?
The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note?
The incident 6 months ago.
An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I'm more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Moron! Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case?
It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start with what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know, I'd certainly like to know what it is.
If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually...
Oh, that's me talking. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually the cloth.
Oh, the season bottle. Oh yeah, that makes sense. It was in the box, yeah. Achoo! 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 Achoo!
What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
It isn't a joke at all. It's decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Barry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you could draw.
Objection! Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Barry's intended victim?
Who is this?
That is Acro's younger brother. Objection! What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel about his brother is dead.
Regina. She did that to him?
You spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool. Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state.
Lion?
Miss Regina Barry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina would never do something like that. It's just not in her.
So then what happened to Acro's brother?
He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident.
I see.
Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat is actually an accident?
It was just an accident, I think. Maybe? More than that? Was it an accident? think it was more than that, though. The lion biting Bat was no accident at all. But what? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There's no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother Bat. That's just a scarf. Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who is the one that gave the scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina. There's something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. 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 Regina gave the scarf to Bat right before the accident, and she covered it as much pepper as she could. Hey, what's with the silent treatment? Why is the bird picking at my face again? It kinda hurts. I'm gonna have a hole in my face. Excuse me, Mr. Wright? You've done a good job of fingering a criminal. But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? Still seems like the judge doesn't get it. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Smiling? The lion was smiling? Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I've never heard of them smiling, however. Lions sneeze. Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. He sneezed because of all that pepper on the scarf. What? You fool! You've got to be kidding me! Objection! What's the matter, Miss Von Karma? I object! For objection's sake! Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do, it's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot! Ha! Ha ha ha! Almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me what I said was true? Acro? You can't mean witness. Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem had always been evident. I dropped Max's bust on top of the ringmaster. Where's the evidence that proves that claim? You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise. The murder weapon. The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if that was covered in the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. The bust.
Nick, you've got to do something.
This is the last step. If I get this one wrong, the case is won. Request to search Acro's room. I guess. Oh, see how things work out first? Okay. It might be worthwhile to search Acro's room, but
why are you going to search his room?
It's like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of Von Karma's total justice. I guess. I figured with you, that's the least I should expect. You'd leave no stone unturned. A Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday. What did you find? There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. And we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this. Ha 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 ha. Looks like you like the final nail to put into my coffin. But what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now. Erg.
Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bust, where is it now?
Where's the bust right now?
You're Phoenix Wright. You know where that bust is. I'm sure you do.
It's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? It seems that this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short. Thank you for your support. Heck. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I think that brings to an end the cross-examination of this witness. Hold it.
Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its late. Case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and just bit my tongue.
Huh? What?
We need more time to do what? Ow!
Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she? Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright?
What? Why are you asking me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. Hey, wait. You can't be serious. Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Acros lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're starting to lose.
Very well, the defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward. The murder weapon. Where is Max's bust now? I don't know. Where is the bust? How am I supposed to know?
It's somewhere in this courtroom?
It's obvious. The bust is inside this very courtroom. It's obviously where?
Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all. The witness stand open. See if we can't get the whole time.
Is it the witness stand? I don't know what else it would be. Bro. No, wait, it's in his wheelchair.
Acro, I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright.
Well, you're a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under the blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there. Ha 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 ha.
Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright.
I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your own position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. And if she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it. And the only place that you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap?
Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played.
You fool! How could you?
You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, two of them.
Two of them?
Miss Franziska Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What?
There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There were two pieces of decisive evidence. The cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust, obviously, I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. The only place I could hide it was under the wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now.
I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing.
Why would she want to ruin her own case? No, whatever.
You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her.
I know, I sure couldn't.
I can't believe it. Me! Make a mistake!
Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that. It seems we've finally arrived at the truth. Acro. Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry? Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime.
Acro.
All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he teased her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way.
That's why she covered the scarf with pepper.
I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen, I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times, too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? Guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely. That she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried.
That's when you decided to do something about Regina.
How dreadful. So you are saying that you are a victim in all this as well? No, that's not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first I thought I'd kill myself, then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. This has been such a strange case. I have to agree. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself.
Really? Truly. I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again.
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Not guilty.
Yeah. Like, at least for the last case, I was able to, come to reasonable conclusions for what I was supposed to present and stuff. This one really was just a circus. Which makes sense. They're all circus people, so I guess that makes sense.
This court is adjourned.
December 30th, 4:27 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5.
Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this.
Acro, the ringmaster, Regina, and Pat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? I mean, I did connect the dots, but I did not know what evidence to present in what order. Always seems to come down to that.
That's a good question, and no one I don't know the answer to.
Many congrats, but only at max 1,000,000 of them.
Thank you.
What's with the vibe in this room?
We're just thinking about Acro.
No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy.
Huh?
Wah! She's been like this for a while now. Wah! It's all my fault. Wah!
Sweetie pie.
Bad and Acro, they're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up.
Regina,
Mr. Wright, tell me something.
what do you want to know, Regina?
Acro said something right at the end. Does that mean that Acro... Is he gonna try and get his revenge on me?
He's not gonna do that to you, Regina.
Are you sure? You're really sure? I can't believe that.
Yep, Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore.
That's true, then I want to see some evidence.
Huh?
I want to know that you're not just making up stuff about Acro not wanting revenge.
Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again.
But Pat...
That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know.
I never knew. But now that Acro's been caught...
Uh-huh.
I know.
What?
I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Till he opens his eyes. And then until we can meet Acro again.
That's so sweet of you, Regina.
I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat.
Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind.
Hey, Max.
What is it, Mo?
We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So wherever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract.
I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's gonna happen to the circus now?
That's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone's still sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision.
What is it?
I've decided I will take over as the new ringmaster. Turn the circus into the best circus the world has ever seen.
The best circus the world's ever seen.
Don't laugh!
That's quite the goal. Yay, I can't wait! Then I guess that changes things.
Huh?
There's only one thing that the best circus in the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means the circus needs the best magician in the world that has ever seen.
Max.
Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy?
I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you.
Regina. You're gonna help them out too, aren't you?
Oh, wait. I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Don't you think that I brought you to the court today? Huh? Got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been. But, Bo...
O's right, sweetie pie. It can't be a very big circus without Regina Berry.
max.
Nick!
Seems like everything is going to turn out all right here.
I can't wait to go see the best circus in the world has ever seen.
We'll save you the most fabulous seats.
It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats. Ah, 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 ah.
I see. What made the case? Yesterday's surprise raid. It really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It's just a theory. If Akira really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. I don't know who's saying that. Especially if he was the defense attorney. You mean Mr. Wright? Of course. Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Akro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh? Oh? That's what I was waiting for. That's why I wanted to finish this tonight.
No, I think I've totally lost his voice. I do not remember how I did his voice before.
He's alive! Yes! He's alive!
Oh, I hope I don't get spoilers by... Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I literally just drank right now. My throat hurts so bad doing Regina's voice. Okay, I'm ending stream. Thank you, thank you everyone for watching. Okay, oh my god. No, stop. Just, I don't want to see the cutscene. You know, I'll just let it play. Let's just turn off the music. You guys aren't hearing anything. Thank you everyone for watching. Make sure to follow if you haven't already. You could check out my TikTok and my Discord. Oh my god, hurry up. I know. No, I was not gonna take a break. No way. I just wanted to finish this case because I was like, I think Edgeworth comes back. And he does. So I was a little impatient with these few cases with Von Karma. Not gonna lie. So yeah. I'll see everyone next stream. Have a good time zone. Bye.